For more on that, I want to bring in Hadley Heath Manning, the IWF Policy Director. Hadley, I know traditionally how people think about these actions, and they have been used as tools to put out economic fires. But, Kudlow, he's from that old school, and he's saying, hey, there's a different way that you can think about these. How about boosting a good economy?
Yeah, I guess the counter argument is that to use a different analogy, you want to keep your powder dry, or you want to save for a rainy day, and you want to have those tools in your toolkit for the time when the economy is not strong. But there's certainly no denying that the economy is strong today. We all want to see it continue to move forward. Economic expansions don't really slow themselves down. Typically, there's exogenous factors or variables. And of course, the trade war is a cause for concern for consumers and investors alike. But I agree with you, Charles. I think that we're winning, and I think that America is in a strong position to be making changes to some of these international relationships and continuing to boost our economy here at home.
Hey, I do have to ask you about President Trump taking on the auto industry. It's really beginning to backfire with respect to California. Of course, they've set their own CAFE. These are efficiency fuel standards. And Trump is, of course, we know what he wanted to do. Those what I consider to be onerous Obama-era standards. He pulled them back nationwide. California's gone rogue. They have their own issues there. But automakers, one by one, are supporting that, which has President Trump pretty upset. He just tweeted, Henry Ford would be very disappointed if he saw his modern-day descendants wanting to build a more expensive car that is far less safe and doesn't work as well because execs don't want to fight California regulators. This is a tough one for the president because it's the largest U.S. domestic market, and it puts some of these automakers in a bind.
Yeah, and I'm a Ford Mustang owner, so I sort of see my car as like a symbol of America and freedom and all the things that are good about this country. But yes, it is disappointing because these are regulatory changes that the auto industry has been asking for. They did not like the Obama-era rules. Many automakers saying that they're happy for the changes. But whenever the federal government has regulations, it's sad, but that is a regulatory floor. States can go beyond that. And of course, California is a big market. Automakers are wary of having to make two different cars or go to two different standards on fuel efficiency. And, I don't blame them. I think they ought to look at what they're doing in California and make the argument about the cost-benefit analysis related to these fuel efficiency standards. There's a big cost, and, we got to wonder whether the environmental benefit is really there.
Yeah, and real quick to that point, I know in the past what many of them done, there were two things. Years ago, we saw them going from that sturdy, metal that, old folks tell you how great cars used to be and how safe they used to be, to making them with carbon fibers and making them lighter. And that's why some people are worried about the safety aspect. And then some will just make one junky model that got a gazillion miles per gallon to bring down the average of the fleet, even though they knew it would be a loss leader. So those are disingenuous, even dangerous responses to this.
Yeah, and when it comes to safety or fuel efficiency, I think the great thing about the United States, we're such a diverse country. Consumers have such diverse interests when it comes to their cars. Why not let them decide? Some people want to drive electric or hybrid cars. It saves them on gas. Those are good, incentives to be environmentally friendly and budget friendly. But then some people want to drive the gas-guzzling SUVs. Some people want to drive cars that are made of really heavy sheet metal so that they feel safe and protected on the road. Let consumers decide. That's what deregulation means.
And some people want to drive an all-American Mustang. Hadley.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's take